Hello everyone, this is AJ and welcome back to another comic related video. Today I want to talk about the rarest comic that I have in my collection. So let's just get into it, shall we? So as a comic collector, I've been collecting and reading comics for since about sort of late 80s, I would say, up till present. Still do today. I've got swathes and swathes of them. I've got boxes full. I've Marvel, DC, independent titles, all this sort of stuff. You name it, I've probably read it. But anyway, so this series that I'm talking about is going to be called Zombie Tramp. That's the name of the comic. It's a little known comic. It was independently published first, creator owned and published, and then went over to a company called Action Lab, who created series of it up until pretty much now, up until recently anyway. So Zombie Tramp, it's, like I said, it's a creator owned franchise that involves elements of horror, action and comedy. It's also the unofficial name of the franchise is extremely titular character Janie Bell, who is appropriately enough both a zombie and a tramp. The character was created by Mendoza and first appeared in a series of self-published comics from 2009 to 2011. 2013, Mendoza brought the character over to the folks at Action Lab Comics, who began publishing an ongoing standard size colour series of Zombie Tramp. This series ran for 13 issues until 2014. Third Zombie Tramp ongoing series began publication that same year under Action Lab's Danger Zone imprint. This is a mature audience character, mature audience comic book. It isn't for children or anything like that. So I came into it quite late, and I went back and filled in the back issues. I went back and collected stuff. I never got all of the individual issues from the very first run. Anyway, I attempted to get them and that sort of thing, but on this one occasion, years back, one came up for sale on eBay, and that is this comic here. This is issue 1. I'm going to leave it sealed. I won't get it open, but I will show you the insides by looking in a graphic novel with the same title. Basically, I bought this for about 25 quid because I wanted to get a hold of issue 1. It wasn't in the best of conditions. There's a bit of spinal damage to it, but it was difficult to get hold of. So thusly, I bought it. Now, it's in the same condition as what it is when I received it. It hasn't got any worse in its condition. Still in, I always look after my comic books. They don't get banged about or anything like that. So the comic itself, we'll come on to why it's rare in a minute, but I've got the graphic novel here, which was a reprint from Action Lab, and the art inside is very much, it's perfect for the story that you get and the laughs that you get out of this comic book. It's simplistically drawn, but there's a sort of certain style to it, a recognisable style that I really do like. And like I said, this was written by, created by, drawn by Dan Mendoza. Yes. Now, what happened with me, just show you some of the art inside still. See if I can find you. As you can see, it does have a bit of nudity in it, in this sort of a sense, in a comic booky, cartoony kind of way. So this first issue. Now, I'd bought it. I didn't know what I had, in the sense that, was it the very first printing, was it second, third printing? I could never figure it out. I could never pin it down as to what it was until I joined Zombie Tramp Facebook page about it, and I asked the question, what do I have here? And I uploaded some photos. Anyway, it turns out that I have here what is the very first printing, first issue. Because if you have a look on it, it says she'll blow your Brians out. There's a spelling mistake. It's meant to be brains. It's spelled Brians. Now, that's a distinct sign that this is the very first issue, very first printing issue, because in every subsequent printing, the spelling mistake was rectified. So yeah, so this only had a print run of 80 issues. I'll put up for you on the screen now an image that shows you the numbers of the first print, second print and all that. And as you can see, issue 1 with the word Brian's only had 80 issues printed. So that's this. This is only 80 of these exist in the world. I have had a couple of offers to have it bought off of me, even including Dan Mendoza himself, the creator of the comic book, was asked if he could buy it back off of me. Yeah, but I want to keep hold of it. I don't want to sell it. I've had someone actually offer me upward of about £2,000 for it. But it's not something that I wish to part with as a comic collector. Not that it's well known or anything like that. It's just the rarity of this. So yeah, so like I said, the person who was selling it obviously didn't know what they had. They didn't know how rare it was or anything like this. And it's just, I don't know. I was quite surprised when I found out that it was the very first printing issue. I honestly didn't even pick up on that spelling mistake on the cover. Your brain just automatically reads words, you know, without reading words, so to speak, and I just never realised. It never occurred to me that was spelt wrong. Because I knew what it was without reading it, do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that's it. That's that little chat about the rarest comic in my collection. I do have all the other issues from Action Lab. I do have graphic novels as well of the character. As you can see there, you know, it's a fun read, it's a good time, very enjoyable. Anyway, that's me done, that's my video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one, hopefully. Take care all, and goodbye.